Does anyone remember the movie Madagascar? It's a movie that was based around a quarter of animals ending up stranded on an island after a tragic accident. It's not exactly of a inslay of Dr. Mornerant, or was it? Anyways, I watched a lot of DreamWorks movies when I was a little kid. They were phenomenal and still are. But there is a lot of movies more of the Shrek franchise. But there was one memory that still haunts me in my head for days and days and days and days. It always will. It was a warm day in my area, not too hot or too cold. I was browsing my laptop looking on the classics of DreamWorks films. At that moment, I had a notification on my Google Mail. But the message was from no other than DreamWorks. The email read this: "Hello, DreamWorks fan from Australia. We'd like to privately share an potential ending of one of our old films, Madagascar, made from the sketch animated James Wilson tone. After you watch this, please do not screen this anywhere. Kind regrets, the DreamWorks team." I was surprised. I just got an email from my best DreamWorks films. Well, it has to be a hoax. But I know I read many of my emails from Pixar before, but I was pretty surprised that he emailed me a 100 in Madagascar. Maybe they were hiring a employee to check their emails, the post to response did. Maybe it's some sort of gift. There was a link to the file, so I downloaded it straight to my laptop. I saw the file, and film name was Madagascar. Madagascar. Potential ending. I had a bad feeling of this. However, I had the courage to watch it. I clicked the file, but before the video was playing, there was a warning. The eternal ending of Madagascar would change to a matter of demographics and unstable teens that are not suitable for children or people with sensory issues. If you were a child or someone with sensory issues, please don't watch this. Viewer discretion is advised. I had a blank expression on my face. I didn't know what they were saying or what they were talking about. But it was hoped that it was a purity ending, I spoke. I tried to use myself, but I didn't want to waste my time. So I cut and right into the button at that point. Anyways, the video starts out quite mournfully, where Marty, Melman, and Gloria were trying to escape from the falses. The penguins then come to the rescue. But however, there was too many falses for the animals and penguins to fight. Just then, the gang heard a ferocious roar. It was coming from none other than Alex. "Alex?" Marty asked for punching the false in the face with his hooves. "That's my kill. Mine," Alex said before dropping down to the ground. He processed to walk towards Marty, growling like a vicious animal. "Alex hungry, Alex eat," he spoke, still walking towards his best friend. Alex then proud his teeth as the ominous music continued to play. A couple of falses sprinkled salt over Marty. I don't know how, I don't know where it all come from, but it was just a DreamWorks related scene. As I was saying, Marty, as the lion, was still walking to his best friend, Alex, with dark red eyes slowly approached Marty. Alex's eyes began to form into a dark shade of dark red, and when he moved his teeth towards Marty, instead of whispering, "It's showtime," as in the finale of the film, then Alex bit Marty on the neck. Marty screamed agonizingly as if Chris Rock was getting tortured. Melman and Gloria staring in shocked as what happened before saying glances. Alex continued to gnaw his teeth in Marty's neck, until small bits of blood can be seen dripping from his neck. Then his eyes dilated. Alex prodded his teeth away from Marty, and the latter collapsed with no pulse. Then he sucks the blood out of his fingers and signed to leave. "That was a good tasty zebra," said Alex before he looked at Gloria and Melman. Then there was a cut-shot scene of Alex staring at two animals, but something was kind of off. However, the scream as if he was staring at me. I felt extremely uncomfortable. I was really uncomfortable that he was staring at my soul. Then I closed my eyes until the staring was over. Then, out of nowhere, Melvin broke the silence by shouting, "Run, Gloria, run!" The raffin hippo then made a run before Alex chased on them of all fours. Then Alex jumped up top of Marty and bit him. Melman then began screaming in agony, but it wasn't comical. It was blood-curdling scream in agony. Then Gloria then screamed, watching her boyfriend get mauled by her friend-turned predator. The blood was minor, but it was still shocking to see Melman's corpse. His eyes were blank, his mouth was agape, and he was crying blood out his mouth. I mean eyes. Sorry. Ron Futures. Then Alex then slowly turned his head towards Gloria. Then he glared similarly and then said in the most deepest, serious voice, "I'm hungry for some hippo." Then Gloria then ran away as she screamed so she could find a place to hide from Alex. Then Alex chased after her of all fours. Gloria then hid in the bush as she panted to catch a breath. She looked through the bushes to catch sight of Alex, but he was nowhere to be seen. Then Gloria then sighed in relief. However, she heard a voice behind her saying, "Let's play hungry, hungry hippos." Then Alex turned around. It was Alex with his eyes dilated. "Alex, please. We're your friends, not food. Don't do this." Then Gloria pleaded as Alex stared at her before jumping and lunging at her in the bushes. Then there was a zoom shot of Gloria screaming in agony. Cut to a shot of the bushes rustling as we heard Alex warning and Gloria letting a blood-curdling scream as the camera zoomed out of the bushes. The screaming stopped as soon the bushes stopped rustling. Then, out of nowhere, it cut to the penguins alone in a rocky setting. "Well, boys, this is it. The line has come down a dark path," Skipper said. Private began to sob, but the sob was rather realistic. Sounded like his actor was really crying. Not like movie crying, it sounded like it was hyper-realistic. Then he said in the sobbing tone, "I don't want to be poultry, I want to be a cute little penguin." Then Kowalski heard Alex's voice in the distance. "Well, it seems we're done for, boys. The oversun fin had found us," he remarked hoarsely. Alex emerged from the bushes and walked to the four penguins. "It was nice knowing you, boys," Skipper said. "It was nice knowing you," Skipper said sadly. Then Alex began to pick up prey up from his jaw while Laddering screamed for he swallowed him whole. Rookie was shot before he started to run. Skipper and Kowalski ran too. Alex pounced on Rico and ate him whole too. "Kowalski, what should we do now?" Skipper asked concerned. Kowalski thought for a little second for saying, "We have to get to the cruise ship before any predators try to consume us." "Affirmative," Skipper said. The two remaining penguins ran through the forest and caught sight of the cruise ship, as seen earlier in the film. However, Alex jumped out from the bushes like a jump scare and attacked Kowalski. Rolling off screen, I could hear Kowalski's agonizing scream as he was being eaten alive by Alex. Then Skipper watching horror before he fell to his rear and sulking. "You're next, Evian boy." Alex's teeth as he slowly approached Skipper. It showed a shot of Skipper's point of view of Alex's face until he drew his face forward into a sack jaw off camera and on a black screen. Cut to black of Skipper screaming in agony. And it filled the scene, and then it faded to a scene where Foster's were chatting. Just then, Alex approached the hideout. Hey, Foster's, I am not your king. We pray, we hunt, we eat, and we roam. Bow to me, Alex grinned. The Foster's bowed to Alex, accepting him as their king. Then he lifted his head up and roared into the sky. Then the Foster's roared with him. On site as dramatic music played while the camera panned into the great cloudy sky. And then faded to black. Then the video ended. I was completely traumatized. My favorite movie from DreamWorks, Madagascar, had a dark, internal ending. I didn't know Alex would be this crazy to his friends and the penguins. I never knew he could act creepy doggone crap in animations, DreamWorks films, like it did to Pixar and other movies, such as Minions, some crap. Then I want to delete the file, but I need the courage to get a good idea if people would believe me. I posted the video to Google Drive and sent it to my friends and linked the file in email. They were shocked too. They emailed me saying, "Oh, this is the most scariest movie ever," and a lot of stuff they said. As you know, Madagascar was a good movie from my childhood, but when I saw that scene from DreamWorks, it'll haunt me into this day and my nightmares forever. James Wilson is a technology of DreamWorks' current parts of Adam Kington. Be careful what link you click. And that's the end of Madagascar Internal Ending. If you want me to make another last episode, Internal Ending Stories, like subscribe if you want me to make it a part 2.